Coming to you live from the rinks in Patchogue, you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Ryan Brannigan going to be taking you through the 3 games on the north side of the rink tonight. And we'll start it off at the freshman division, where we see Pat Med taking on ESM. And what looks to be a mismatch on paper, the winless Pat Med Raiders 0-14-1 taking on 11-4 ESM. As I take a quick peek at the standings, Pat Med currently occupy the 14th position, second from last, which is occupied by West Islip, 0-15-1 record. ESM, meanwhile, find themselves in 5th place, 11-4, 22 points on the season. 2 of those wins coming in overtime. 15 games played. They are 1 point ahead of Northport Huntington, who are 10-6 with an overtime loss, good for 21 points. They have played an extra game, have Northport Huntington. ESM currently have 22 points, is the same amount as 4th place St. Anthony. ESM have played an extra game than St. Anthony, who will play later tonight, as a matter of fact. So the 2-game advantage in terms of games played for ESM will shift back down to 1 by the night's end. Also not working in their favor in terms of the tiebreaker against St. Anthony for ESM, or the goal differential margin. A plus 65 for the Friars, whereas only a plus 45 for ESM, and it might be too late in the schedule to try to make up that much of a difference. Another tiebreaker is head-to-head play, and in that department, ESM played St. Anthony on December the 20th. They lost that game 9-2. And that is the only time they will play the Friars in the regular season. So if they're going to surpass St. Anthony, it would have to be with a better points margin. As we get set for the anthem, we'll be back for Puck Drop. You're listening to the LI Sports Network on LI Sports Network. And with the conclusion of the anthem, welcome back to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Take a look at the goaltending matchup tonight. In net for Pat Med will be Peter Muratori. And on the other side of the ice for ESM, tonight it will be Brody Morbilla getting a start between the pipes for the Sharks. Starting lineup, so Brendan Harper on defense, the captain, with Herrera right wing. Face-off is underway, and we are underway. Puck immediately sent into the Raiders zone, played behind the net. And fired up the near boards. Here's Jablonski sending it down low. 8 goals, 10 assists for 18 points for Jablonski on the season thus far for ESM. He's had quite the remarkable season from the back end as Jablonski. And here comes Pat Med going the other way. Shot toward the goal, sticked away by Morbillo. The shot coming by way of Noah Young. He's the leading scorer for this Pat Med team. Young, 5 points in 11 games. Back come the Sharks. Centering feed. Shot comes, and a good save by Muraturi on Gray. From that slot position, good start for the Pat Med netminder. Sent across the ice. Good pass. Gray teasing up another save, this time with the left pad by Muraturi. St. Clair spins it back down low. Harper gets there first, sends it up the near side. Jablonski pinching in, kept it in for the moment, but Tyler Onza nudged it along, and here's Pereira. Pereira couldn't get a shot away. Jablonski with an excellent recovery on defense for ESM. Back up the other way comes Daniel Brown. He's in over the blue. Takes the shot low. Another pad save, left pad save made by Muraturi. Brown leads the team in terms of points with 27 on the season. Puck chip back down low. Back to get it for Pat Med is Tyler Onza. And he'll chip it up the near boards and out of the zone. Helped along by Esposito. Taken back now the other way by Shupp, Everett Shupp, 4 assists, the defenseman. Stalwart on the blue line, part of that, usually the second pair. He's paired up with Beckman, who is second on the team in terms of points. He can play forward and defense in both positions quite well indeed. And here is Beckman. And he has a serious case of silky mitts, which we're seeing right now. Beckman continues to dangle, but maybe a bit too much as he left the puck behind for Onza to try to chip it out of the zone. It's gloved down by Beckman, who sends it back to the point for Shupp. Shupp returning it back down low, spins it all the way around to the other side where Fritzen will get it. Fritzen has come on of late in terms of his points. Fired up the far wall and out by the Raiders. Beckman to retrieve it in the neutral zone. He'll make his way through center, over the red, over the blue. Here comes Beckman, and Beckman could not get around Harper, not with the puck at least. Down low, spun back around, near side. A lot of possession in the O-zone for ESM, but Pat Med have done a good job keeping them to the outside to this point. They've had a couple of fast break chances. Here could be another for Onza, but McGovern keeps Onza away from the puck, and nothing left to do but chip it further deep in the ESM zone. That's where Beckman goes to get it. Spinning it behind his net, sends it up the near side. Stepping up from the point position, a good play made by Doherty. A shot comes and a save made by Morbillo. Out of the zone. Harper fires it off the far boards. Taken back in the zone, this time by Maniaci. Maniaci runs into some trouble along the far corner. Nice play by Esposito, as well as number 44, Doherty. Yes, Pat Med clear. Here's Onza's shot, a blocker save, Morbillo. Pardon me, that was Panicia with the shot for Pat Med. A fast break chance yet again for the Raiders, and it stopped by Brody Morbillo. Back to the near side. No score, about 4 minutes, 30 seconds now into the game. Down the ice it goes. Penny tries to backhand it up the near side. He comes out of the zone, banks all the way down. No icing here. Morbillo will stop it. Let Gray take over from here. Gray will take it on the far side. Looking for Privatera and missed him and goes all the way down. Becomes the game's first icing with 10:06 left on the clock. No score, ESM and Pat Med. Arguably some of the best chances of the game coming for the 0-14-1 Pat Med Raiders. Tyler Onza to take the face-off for the Raiders. However, it was won in the defensive end by Jacob St. Clair, and out of the zone it comes. Here's Daniel Brown chasing down after Harper. Harper skies it off the glass and out of the zone and brought back in offside by the Sharks. These exact two teams' JV rosters will end the night tonight, playing against each other, the 9:20 Eastern start. And for Pat Med JV, it's a critical game for them to try to maintain their current 8th place in a playoff spot positioning. However, top spot belongs to ESM. They've had quite the year. One loss, there's a chance, and a good blocker save made by Muratori. Out of the zone it comes. ESM resetting in their own zone. Iverzaj had that chance out in front. Here is Jablonski. Cuts to the middle. Jablonski circling back. Surveying his options, decides shooting it is the best one. He missed it wide. Got to get it back up top for Jablonski, and now McGovern. McGovern tries to feed one through. A kick save made. Muratori rebound, put out in front, they score. ESM break the ice and lead it 1-0. And there it is again. Nice little pass out in front. And the good finish from Jacob St. Clair. Gets the goal, gets you assists as Daniel Brown. Brown's 28th point of the season and St. Clair's 8th goal, his 14th point. Give ESM the 1-goal lead as we approach the halfway mark of the first period. Maybe Pat Met probably call that a win. Maybe get one of those fast break shots in the back of the net. Best case scenario, but we're down by 1. It's nothing you scoff at by any stretch. Puck along the far wall. Taken back by the Raiders. They'll get another chance here. Battling for the puck. It deflects down low, below the goal line. Now back up top. On the far wall, skated on further by ESM. It's Beckman. Nice move. Beckman, a shot, and a great pad save made by Muratori. Siraki holds in on the far blue, sends it back down low. To be played on further by Shupp. And now the puck comes out of the zone. Here comes Noah Young. Young couldn't quite pull the trigger the way he wanted to. Backhands one on goal, and a great job to hug the post there by Morbillo. As Young and company did not give up after that first shot off the rush. Wouldn't go, and now it looks like ESM have iced the puck. With 7 minutes, 8 seconds to go. Let's get a close-up of the captain. For Pat Med, Brendan Harper. Certainly plays a ton on the back end for the Raiders. Their all-star representative. Face-off one back by Pat Med. Comes all the way out of the zone. No one was along the far blue line. Too far for Brendan Harper, who circles back, puts it back in the zone. Pat Med are off sides, and they'll touch it, so they'll get the call. No delayed offside there. Back now in their own zone, Pat Med. Puck comes through the front part of the ice there. Unable to take advantage are the Sharks. Here's Gray. Moving back in is Jablonski. Jablonski over the blue line. Goes to the far side, looking for someone to go with it. And here's Gray. Gray pulls, fires, and a save made Muratori. Rebound covered by the PatMed netminder. .6:21 to go in the first period. Apologize for the clock. 1-0 ESM. St. Clair from Daniel Brown. Face off to the right of the PatMed netminder, controlled by ESM. Sent back along the boards by Brown. ESM cycling. Here's Iverzaj putting one out in front, right on goal. St. Clair looking for goal number 2, and he's stopped by Muratori. That was an excellent chance created by the cycling of the puck by ESM, and Muratori up to the challenge. Defensive zone draw win by PatMed. Trying to chip that one up the boards was Nasta, to no avail. He'll try it again and turns it over. Brown cuts in, Brown shot. Nice pad save made Muratori. Nasta again will try to clear out. No dice. Right on the stick of Iverzaj. He fans on the shot as it goes wide. Cycling still are ESM. They're winning the puck battles down low and getting to the puck first. McGovern or Brown comes to the near blue, but back come ESM. Good pass. Iverzaj, and a save made by Muratori. He's racked up quite a few of great stops in this first period. Here's Daniel Brown. Little no-look feed to Iverzaj. A beautiful pass, and not fooled whatsoever was Muratori. Face off. Picked up by Doherty, and he'll clear it into the ESM zone briefly. Right back out it comes. ESM go back to work. Long shot from Shupp. Doesn't get through. Fritzen spins her around. Shupp forechecking in hard. Siraki keeping it in on the far blue. Shupp couldn't quite pull the trigger. Nice play by Bonaventure. Shupp chipping it down low. Comes up the near wall. Shupp trying to play it back to Gray at the near blue. Gray does get the puck. Keeps in. Nice play there by Gray. Backhander is covered by Muratori. 4:27 to go, first period. 1-0 ESM. They lead PatMed. Face-off won by the Sharks. PatMed clear the zone, at least for the moment. Doherty flips it out as he falls down. Didn't get too far. Back come ESM, and that's another good defensive play though here from Doherty as he takes the puck back and will backhand a nice pass ahead for Noah Young, but Young has it poked off his stick. And here come the Sharks, led by Bonaventure. And Bonaventure could not do much with the puck there, and it's taken back by Pereira. Pereira was trying to get it over to Facino, and they're not on the same page. Fired back in, I should say, by the Raiders of PatMed. Right back out, the puck comes on the stick of Shupp. 3-on-2 over the blue, but Maniaci just a half step ahead of the play, called for the offside. .337 to go here in the rinks in Hauppauge. 1-0 ESM leading PatMed. In the feet, pushed back to Doherty. Doherty fires in. Or pardon me, that was Nasta who fired in. Icing weight off. Pass ahead to Privatera. Now a shot from Leonard stopped by the stick of Muratori. Maniaci battling Nasta, wins the puck, pass back, hit a skate, trying to get it back to Jablonski. Now it's on the stick of Jablonski, tries to cut his way through. Pat Med player gets knocked down in the process, but the puck rolling off his stick thwarted any offensive chance there for Jablonski. He'll carry it back out and circle back with Alex Jablonski. A nice little spin move there from Leonard. Pokes it ahead. Jablonski was unaware that the puck was coming in his direction. Banked back to McGovern. Intercepted. Nice play made by Cagliano. And now Harper will send in. Cut off by Jablonski. Jablonski's intercepted. On's shot. Save made Morbillo. Dangerous chance for Pat Med. And a big time stop by Brody Morbillo. Bailing out Jablonski here. An uncharacteristic mistake. Onza read it beautifully. Had the great look right point blank out in front of Morbillo. He makes the big time stop, bailing out his defenseman. Face off one of the defensive end by ESM. Saraki getting that one ahead for Iverzaj, who sends in. And Iverzaj will look to go get it. Battling Doherty. Iverzaj prevails. Nice pass. St. Clair shot, and it went wide. Might have glanced off of Muratori. Another great chance for St. Clair. Already has a goal in the period. Wrap back around for Daniel Brown. Brown fanning on the shoot-in, takes it back away from the stick of Noah Young. Down the boards. Doherty to play it for the Raiders. Doherty will hit the brakes. Try to get it out of the zone. It hops over the stick of Brown and out. Brown sends it right back across. ESM trying to get right back going in the offensive zone. But Brown forced back by Noah Young. Young continuing to try to battle the puck away. Here's Beckman. Beckman across. Beckman the shot. He scores. What a goal. Kevin Beckman. It's 2-0. ESM. And he just showcased exactly what he can do with the puck on his stick. Effortlessly getting around the Pat Med defenders, creating space for himself, changing up the angle for the goaltender. And it's 2-0 Sharks. Beckman from Iverzaj. Beckman's 15th of the season. Makes it 2-0 in the final minute of the first period. Shupp backhands a pass ahead. Bonaventure takes it up, 2-on-1 developing. Bonaventure takes the shot. Similar looking play to the goal we just saw, cutting across ice and trying to roof it up top. Didn't quite go to plan. There's a rip from Beckman that's stopped by the glove of Muratori. With 28 seconds to go in the first period. 2-0 ESM leading Pat Med. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Face-off. One in the defensive end by Pat Med. They'll send it down. They'll say it's deflected off an ESM stick. No icing. Up the far wall. Med go to get it. Send it across, hoping for Nasta. Nasta has it now. Final 5 of the period. Taken away by Shupp. Shupp, will he get a shot away before the period ends? No, he will not. And that's how we conclude the first. 2-0 ESM. Beckman from Iverzaj and St. Clair from Brown. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Ryan Brown again. I'll be back for the second after this.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Rinks and Oppog. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LA Sports Network. 2-0 at the end of one. ESM with the 2-goal edge over Pat Med. Pat Med had their chances. Saw that mishap in front of the net. Tyler Onza, a golden opportunity at that point to tie the game at 1. But a great save by Morbillo. And then shortly after, ESM grabbed their second of the period to go up 2-0. And that's just how hockey works sometimes. Glove there by Muratori. He has looked awfully sharp to start this game. He's back to Gray. Gray across for Jablonski, who rips one on. A save made per Muratori. Harper banks it out of the zone to center. Right back onto the stick of Jablonski. Fires this one on goal. It's gloved by Muratori. He'll keep things moving with Doherty. With the puck behind the Pat Med net. Young knocks it down. Facino puts this one on for Morbillo. Stops it with his stick and will cover the puck. Leaving 13:55 left on the clock here for the second period. Offensive zone draw now for Pat Med with the cover on the shoot-in. Onza to take it, and he'll take it from Maniaci. And Maniaci wins it forward for the Sharks, and now it's tipped out of the zone. Foot race. And winning that race, Saraki moves in, shoots and scores! Saraki! 3-0 ESM, great hustle. And he puts it in the back of the net. And for Samuel Saraki, his first goal of the season as he beats Muratori short side. And that's a pretty looking way to get goal number 1. 3-0 ESM. Leonard trying to push his way up the ice. Now Maniaci. After Leonard's attempt was thwarted by Onza. Taken back behind the net now by Nasta. No icing here as the puck rolls into the ESM end. Beckman trying to lift a cross-ice pass in. It banks perfectly on the stick for Maniaci, who rescues it before it gets to the goal line. Put it out in front, deflects back down low. Pass across, too far for McGovern. Comes all the way back into the Shark zone. McGovern kept in by Nasta. Good play by the Pat Med alternate captain. Now shot on and a stick save made Morbillo. And now another good intercept by Nasta. Puts it right back in the ESM zone, but they're quick to get it right back out ahead. And it's for the goal scorer, Saraki, who battles Nasta. Nasta pokes it away from him, taken right back by Saraki. Saraki navigating his way around 3 Pat Med forwards. Gets it back onto the stick of Beckman, who rips one wide. Leonard to McGovern. On the far blue, McGovern down to Saraki. Centering feed, gets over to Maniaci. Shot got deflected wide by Nasta. ESM starting to push. Start of the second period. McGovern falls to the ice. Back come Pat Med, but it's short-lived. Nasta, or pardon me, Onza pokes it out of the zone. Here comes Beckman, gets around 2 Raiders and is called for offside before he can try to get around any more. 11:48 to go, second period. 3-0 ESM. Have they added any assists to the goal? They did. And that can't be right. It would be truly puzzling that Austin Pagano would have gotten an assist on the goal. That being said, it appears that it's Pagano between the pipes to start the second period. Morbillo not on the... I missed that. And too many men on the ice was the call, not an offside. So a power play for Pat Med here. They usually will list a goaltending substitution. But yes, it is number 30, Austin Pagano between the pipes. No Brody Morbillo. Freezing the puck is Muratori. He's still between the pipes for Pat Med. And in fact, there's no backup goaltender to relieve him, even if he wanted to no longer tend the pipes. Shot comes denied by Muratori. Fired down the ice. Jablonski spinning away from trouble. In their own zone, fired around the far boards. Harper there to cut it off. Wrists one towards the front of the net, goes wide. Fanning on it there was Biddle, Connor Biddle. Back come the Sharks. Bonaventure going to the net. Fritzen trying to get it to him. Bonaventure takes it behind the net. Tries to poke it back up to the blue line. It's cut off by Facino. And Facino will shoot in for Pat Med. A bouncing puck stopped by Pagano. So keep the assist for Austin Pagano. I'll have to see how many assists she has on the season between the pipes for Pat Med. Not really known for her playmaking abilities. Here come Pat Med. They have numbers. Pass across, deflects just wide. Noah Young on a beautiful cross-ice feed. Fritzen. Try to get it across. It's taken away by Anza. We're back to even strength. Facino. Caught from behind and taken back by Bonaventure. Bonaventure will get away from the stick of Petrie and move in. Pardon me, the stick of Doherty. Played back for Beckman. Beckman, a shot, gloved by Muratori. 9:14 left, second period. 3-0 ESM. And they do track those type of stats, the offensive stats for the netminders. And for Austin Pagano, that's her first assist of the season. Taken back and spun back around by the Raiders' James Penny. Right back come ESM. Iverzaj leans into Penny, taken over by Tyler Anza. Anza has it stripped by St. Clair, and now Iverzaj chips it ahead. Comes on goal, and that's where Muratori will freeze it with 8:46 to play in the second. 3-0 ESM with the lead. And St. Clair, who got the scoring started for the Sharks, will step in to take the draw. Wins it, shot from Brown. Alert save made by Muratori right off the draw. And now still not out of trouble, or Pat Med. Here's McGovern. Puts it down low, hoping to bank it over to St. Clair. Instead, it's Kayla Anza tapping it to center. Daniel Brown circling, moves in. Brown on his backhand, poked off his stick by Nasta. Here's Iverzaj. Backhanding it across, St. Clair. Shot blocked by the defender, and that defender was James Penny. Pat Med struggling to clear the zone, held in again by McGovern. Gets it right on the stick of Daniel Brown, but he's stripped of the puck by Nasta, who will bank one to center. That's where it gets cut off by Beckman. Beckman into the zone, shoots over the net. Hops over the stick of Kayla Anza and back to center, where ESM will start it up all over again, and it's another good move. Beckman, the shot, he scores! What a goal again, Kevin Beckman, second. Makes it 4-0 ESM. And it starts with that beautiful move to get around Penny, and then completely fooling Muratori. Not that he really had a chance if he wasn't. by going blocker side there. Pardon me, by going glove side there. Off the cross post and in. Beckman with now his 16th goal of the season. '16 in his 14th game played now. Pretty good pace, I'd say. Not bad. Kidding, of course. Sent back around. Hops over the stick of Doherty. Here's Maniaci, a shot and a good save made Muratori. And the puck comes right back to center. Sent on across to Gray from Jablonski. Gray tees up the shot blocker save made Muratori. Now sent out of the zone by the Raiders for Jablonski to try to take it right back in. Skates to stick. Now leans into Harper. Harper, great job to stay with Jablonski. Keeps him to the outside, and now can come Noah Young. His pass, hoping to get it over to Pereira, just a bit too far. Once again, no icing here. Kept alive by Facino. Long shot, Facino goes wide of Pagano. Young trying to steer it back on goal, and instead taken over RESM. Maniaci, long shot, stopped by Muratori. That was a tricky shot there, as it was put right where you needed it to be, and offsides, not by much, but offsides by about a step and a half. There was Panicia. It's a tough timing play to execute well. Face off at center. Panicia to take the draw from Bonventure, and Bonventure wins it. Taken over by Shupp. Here comes Everett Shupp. Sharp angle try is stopped by Muratori. Shupp still in search of elusive goal number 1 of the season. Typically playing defense. Looks like he's playing forward tonight. Here's Fritzen. Great pass, and it's just tapped wide by Bonventure. Shupp picks it up on the far corner. Tries to work his way in. Comes over to the near boards where he fires it down low. Tries to keep the cycle going. Now gets a pass back, but unable to really settle it down. Still in the zone as it's taken over by Beckman. Beckman circling the net. Feeds it to McGovern. McGovern steps in. McGovern is stopped by a wall of Raiders, and here come the Pat Med Raiders going the other way. Long shot. Stopped by Pagano on Nasta. Nasta trying to force it to the front of the net. There it is, and a save. Pagano. Rebound. Stopped by Pagano. Well, Pat Med have had a couple of great chances in this game. And the ESM Tendies, combination of Morbillo and Pagano, have been there to stop him. There's a good pad save, and then the rebound. You see Pagano sealing up the 5-hole. Keeps a 0 up on the board for Pat Med. In comes Brown through traffic. Brown 2-on-1 over the blue. Daniel Brown shoots, and a save made by Muratori. Battle for it, and Doherty comes away with it and chips it into the Shark zone. That's where Gray will retreat after it. Gray will spin away from trouble and send it up the far wall. Settling it down and moving his way through center is Iverzaj, right onto the stick of St. Clair. St. Clair goes across for Brown, return pass St. Clair. Now back to the point of drive, a stick save made by Muratori. And then a big collision going right into the boards was Doherty. That did not look good. Iverzaj, who initiated the contact, looked like he checked in on Doherty, who appears to be okay. Anza skates off to the box as well. That's fascinating. So it looks like coincidental minors, and perhaps a retaliatory penalty assessed to Anza in response to the hit from Iverzaj. Landon Iverzaj off for boarding, and I believe roughing the call to Anza. So we'll keep everything even. Here's Young. Tries to get one toward Pagano. It hit a stick and just rolls calmly on to the Shark netminder. Sent around to the far blue. Held in by the captain, Brendan Harper. Now Siraki will pick it up along the near side. Held in for the moment by Nasta, but coming away with the puck, ESM, Daniel Brown. Circling in the zone. Brown now has space, takes the shot through traffic, and a good save made by Muratori. Trying to bring it back out in front was Siraki. He was hoping to get goal number 2. Muratori said no. So Anza just gets the rough for 2 minutes. That being said, a 10-minute misconduct assessed to Landon Iverzaj for the boarding penalty. So he'll be in the box for quite some time, though it will not affect ESM in terms of the amount of skaters they'll have on the ice at one time. Leonard off the draw, try to get it back to McGovern, taken right away. Nice play by Facino, who fights off McGovern to come into the zone. Tries to take the shot, his stick was checked. A good defensive play, and back come ESM, and it's Beckman with speed. Beckman couldn't get away from Harper that time. Harper fires it around to the far wall where Pereira can take it. Backhands one ahead, goes off the stick of Beckman, and now McGovern. Tries to get it to Leonard, taken away by Nasta. Back into the ESM zone. Noah Young takes it away. Centering pass just missed. Put back on goal by Kayla Anza. Or toward the goal, I should say, as it never got there. Harper retreats. It's on the stick. Puts it ahead, does Brendan Harper. Taken over by McGovern. McGovern pushes it along the wall. Nasta there to take it away. He'll fire it around. Waiting for it on the other side was Privatera. And now here's a sharp angle try from Beckman that gets denied. Beckman gets around Anza. Beckman tees up the shot, and a blocker save made. Muratori bounces behind the net. Played out further. Maniaci a shot. Another good save made by Muratori, who I think it's safe to say has been Pat Med's best player throughout this matchup tonight. He's been there all season between the pipes, trying his best to keep these games close. Controlled off the draw. Jablonski over the top. Gray tries to put one right back out in front. Here's Shupp. Shot deflects, and it just goes wide. Tyler Anza back on the ice following the 2-minute roughing minor. Fritzen checked by Anza. And now it's skated free by Doherty. Tapped ahead for Penny. Penny for Tyler Anza. Now Penny takes the shot. It's stopped by Pagano. And she will hold with minute 5 to go in the second period. 4-0 ESM, leading Pat Med. Final score of the last time these two teams met up was 6-1. That was back in September. Quite a ways away. Here's Doherty. Good takeaway at the line to hold in, and he continues to hold it in the zone. Tyler Onza pushing it down low. Centering feed, just missed. Back to the point. The shot does not get through. And it's taken back by ESM. Shupp trying to track back to it. He's battling Penny, and Penny will send it around. Fritzen to cut it off. Fritzen trying to go to himself behind the net. Instead, it's taken away by the Raiders, and they'll send it out to center. Alex Jablonski for Dylan Gray. Is it across? Bonaventure. Checking Doherty. Sent up the far wall. Pinching in is Gray. Taking it back is Penny. Along the near wall. 4 seconds to go in the period. And the buzzer sounds. 2 more goals in the second for ESM. They take a commanding 4-0 lead over Pat Med, and that's where we find ourselves after 2. 4-0 for ESM. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Ryan Brannigan, and I will see you all in the third after this. Welcome back to the Rinks and Ophog. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Ryan Brannigan here for the third period between Pat Med and ESM, and it's been a game dominated by ESM. And here they're looking for more. Backhand score! Just a mere seconds into the start of the third period, Daniel Brown gets on the board and makes it 5-0 Sharks. Good takeaway from Brown, and he'll beat Muratori on the backhand. Times up that poke check from Muratori perfectly for sending it past the Pat Med netminder. 5-0 the score, as Daniel Brown, unassisted, gets his 20th goal of the season. St. Clair, who opened the scoring back in the first. Back for McGovern. Puts it up the far wall. Siraki scored his first of the year earlier this game in that second period. Made it 3-0. Pushed out of the zone by Pat Med. Now Beckman, 2 goals in the game, cruising through the neutral zone. Puts it into the far corner. Dodges a hit from Young. Comes back to the point. McGovern, now Siraki. Poked away from Siraki. Kept in by McGovern. And trying to create space for himself, St. Clair. Now Daniel Brown. And McGovern. Delayed penalty. Pagano took off to the bench to get an extra attack, or at least try to. And we'll see ESM on the power play in what I believe is for the first time this game. First power play of the game for ESM. Only the second power play for either side tonight. Pat Med 0 for 1. And players in the box for ESM, actually, though the power play is still showing on there. There's a shot denied by Muratori. Doherty for hooking. St. Clair backhands up the boards. Iverzaj might still be in the box from that boarding penalty in the second, as a matter of fact. Here's Jablonski. Takes the shot up high, and it's stopped by Muratori. Brown with the goal has 2 points in the game, extending his team lead in points. 2:29. Face off to the right of the Pat Med netminder. St. Clair to take it. Comes back to Jablonski by way of Brown. Jablonski finds the open man, and here is Brown stepping in, firing one off the ball, off the post, as a matter of fact, not the bar, off the post. Backhand pass intercepted, and Tyler Anza will fire it in. Beckman for Jablonski. Good feed from Jablonski. In stride, the shot. Save made, Muratori. Excellent pass. Sprung forward. It was St. Clair, yeah, St. Clair with the chance. And a great stop made by Muratori. Face off to the left of the Pat Med netminder. One in the defensive end by the shorthanded Pat Med Raiders. Comes out to the blue into the neutral zone. Taken right back by ESM. Good move. Forehand, backhand, score! Beautiful goal on the power play. Makes it 6-0 ESM. Then on that forehand and waits for the poke check to slide it 5-hole underneath Muratori. And that is a beautiful goal for the ESM Sharks. Daniel Brown is second of the period from St. Clair, as St. Clair picks up his second point of the evening. Six nothing ESM. Here's Daniel Brown with Doherty for Pat Med, battling for it. Now Shupp to Daniel Brown. Brown creating space for himself by circling back, but a good stick breaks it up. The stick belonging to Dillon. Back come ESM. Here is Shupp along the far wall. Wraps it around the wall. Picked up on the near blue by Gray, who walks in, takes the shot. Glove save made, Muratori. All things stay as they are. ESM would improve to 12-4 on the season for 24 points. And if they'd like to have a better chance of finishing higher than St. Anthony in the standings, or just higher in general, they'll be rooting for the check who they're playing, actually. I thought they were playing against Pat Med, but that's ESM playing against Pat Med later, so. I believe Ward Melville is who the Friars are playing, their freshman team. Jablonski. Went behind him. In comes Anza. Anza takes the shot. A glove save made by Austin Pagano. Anza's second big chance of the night, both thwarted by ESM netminders, once by Morbillo, now by Pagano. Harper keeps it moving. Sent out in front and cleared from in front of the net by Beckman. Here comes Beckman, one-on-one with Harper. Harper will win that bout with a good deflection away from the streaking Beckman. Now Jablonski plays it back. Beckman hits the red line and shoots in over the head and off the glass behind Muratori. Jablonski with it to Beckman. Beckman a little too far as he was trying to get it up the left wing to the right wing, I should say, for Leonard. And now it looks like Leonard will get called for a penalty here. Leonard joins Ivazaj in the box. Power play for Pat Med, a chance to potentially break the ice here in terms of their first of the game. Instead, it's shorthanded Daniel Brown one-on-one with Harper, and Harper again the good poke check. Harper will start his way down the near side. Now he brings it in over the blue. Harper, the shot wide of Pagano. Off the side of the net, Harper will try to backhand one on and stop by Pagano. And she'll cover it up. .9:17 to go here in the third period. 6-0 ESM. Rolls down to be played on further by Brendan Harper. Up the far side. Nice move. Nasta the shot off the side of the net. There's another shot denied by Pagano. Pat Med have not scored a goal since January 10th when they lost to Middle Country 7-3. They've been shut out 11-0 to East Islip, 8-0 KPC, forfeit lost on the 8th to St. Anthony, and a 9-0 loss to Northport Huntington on February 19th. They have come close to scoring their first goal since then, but have not found it. There's a chance here for Young off the skate, bounces right out in front and behind two Pat Med players out in front. And here comes Soraki, 2-on-1 developing. Soraki hits the brakes and he deked so well he fooled himself because he couldn't get back to the puck. Soraki pushing one toward the front of the net. Taken back by ESM. Penny throws it around the boards. Holding in Jablonski with 15 seconds to go on the power play for Pat Med. Jablonski prevented from going to the front of the net there. Good play made by Biddle. Pardon me, Penny. Here's a shot from Soraki that's gloved by Muratori. He'll keep things moving. Sent up the far wall, off the boards. Beckman trying to get around Anza. Beckman in the corner. Takes a check from Anza. Beckman takes it right back away from Onza, goes behind the net, puts one out in front, maybe try to wrap it around there. Either way, no dice there for Beckman. He's looking for the hat trick. Pushed back in by ESM to the line. Jablonski, shot deflects off the stick of Young into the glass, where it's ushered away from Schupp out in front. Here's Beckman playing it down low. Schupp comes across to take it away. Schupp on his backhand. Back to Jablonski. Jablonski, risky pass across, but it does find its way over to Beckman. Beckman out in front, open for Zaraki. Now Schupp had it, lost it, and the Raiders clear. 6:30 left here in third period. Jablonski trying to get around Harper. It's been a difficult task for all of these ESM players, is getting around Brendan Harper. Out of the zone come the Raiders, but there's Beckman on that blue line, preventing him from doing so. Jablonski will chase after the puck to prevent an icing. Plays it around to the far side. Pushed back along by the Raiders, and controlling it in deep is Esposito. Sends it up the wall for Harper. That pass missing its intended target, Pereira. And now the Sharks take back. They'll try to bank it out of the zone, but a nice intercept by Harper gets it to Pereira. Beckman takes it right back, but a good step up here from Nasta, who walks in, takes the shot. Glove save made, Pagano. She'll keep things moving. Trying to knife his way through, but unsuccessfully so was Beckman. He's back down low. Pereira forechecking Jablonski. Jablonski knocks down Pereira. And now Jablonski goes down. ESM take it right back. Into the zone they come. Maniaci, a shot, hit the post. Rebound, score! The extra point is good. 7-0 ESM. As we hear the officials say, assist to 19, that is Brody Maniaci, who picks up the apple to the hat-trick goal from Kevin Beckman. Beckman now with 17 on the season. Moving in with it for Pat Med now is Panicia. He ultimately lost it. Out come ESM. Maniaci with Leonard. Maniaci will fire wide. McGovern pinches in. Down low, Maniaci. Stopped by Muratori. Puts one out in front, opening it to Leonard. Leonard was tied up with Panicia. Pat Med trying to clear it out. Trying to avoid getting shut out for the 5th consecutive game. 4th consecutive they've played. Here's Maniaci. Back in with it. Trapped down low. Out in front. Here's McGovern, the wrist shot. Deflects up high. Knocked down with a very obvious high stick of Leonard. And that'll stop the clock with 3:40 to go here in the third. Pat Med will get an offensive zone faceoff out of the high stick. Patrick Penny, 78, out there with Onza, Harper, and Nasta. Shot comes, save made, rebound, Onza! Stopped by Pagano. They've had their chances, just Not enough. Here's a shot from Harper. It's stopped by Pagano. She'll flip it out of her glove for Beckman, avoiding another whistle. And sent down the far wall. Jablonski. Harper coming over. Jablonski goes down. He had a nice little behind-the-back pass, sloping to get it over to St. Clair. And is pushed out of the zone by Anza. Anza, the Pat Med player who might have the most nightmares about not scoring tonight. Kayla Anza pushes it on, hoping to get it to her brother, Tyler. Back comes ESM. Beckman looking for a deflection there. It does not come. Instead, it's gloved by Muratori. Seven zip. Face off to the left of Muratori. Won by ESM. Try to get it a shot across. Again, Shup, no goals on the season. Noah Young with the breakup in front of the net. Or it might have been 9. James Penny. Gray now with it. Circling away from Pereira. Finds the open player Fritzen, who springs forward. Shup. Shot, save, rebound. Score! There's goal number 1 on the season for Everett Shup. There it is off the rebound as he's getting taken down. Eight nothing your score. The 2-point conversion is good. Another Pat Med player goes down to the net, save, rebound save, another shot, score! 9-0. And who got that one? It looked like it might have been Leonard with the goal. If so, it would be Leonard's first goal of the season. Matter of fact, looking at the live stats, I believe they missed the goal scored by Everett Shup. They do have the goal for Leonard from Maniaci. Maniaci with his 2 assists now in the game. Here's Anza. Do we have a goal for Pat Med in the final 39? That one goes wide of Pagano. And Beckman over skates, but gets it around Tyler Anza. Esposito briefly held it in, and now back comes Ekman. Beckman, the shot stopped by Muratori. Beckman. Anza still forechecking hard in the final 12 minutes of a 9-0 game. Trying to fight. There's a shot from Leonard wide, and that'll do it. 9-0 your final. Dominance. Really from the first period all the way through. It was a 2-0 game. Pat Med had their chances, especially earlier in the game, to get up on the board, but ultimately it's a 5th consecutive shutout. For the Pat Med Raiders, 9-0 for ESM. They're 12-4. They briefly surpass St. Anthony with a 12-4 record for 24 points on the season. And that'll do it for our coverage tonight. From our cameraman, John Melizzi, I'm Ryan Brownigan. And until next time, I hope you have a very good night.